Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, and welcome to your mid-month Psychic Tarot update for April 2021. This month, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings. And to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign because they're going to resonate more for you some months, even more so than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, please be sure to check that out because some months that's going to resonate more for you than your sun sign. So be sure to watch your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. And if you're on the cusp sign, watch your cusp sign. So all that being said, now on to your mid-month Psychic Tarot update, and I'm starting with the sign of Aries. Aries, you wanted to start with yourself. I'm assuming this is you. You have the King of Rods. And the King of Rods is a fire sign person. This is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising sign. This could be you. It could also be some other fire sign person you're dealing with. You've got to get it together. It's like Aries are getting together projects, plans, ideas. You're systematically changing things in your life, one thing after another. If you don't like how somebody is speaking to you or treating you, I feel that you are going to speak out about it. You'll stand up for yourself or you'll let this person know. Things that are getting into cracks and crevices of corners of your rooms, of your house, of your life, are things you're going to want to clean out. So maybe it has to do with actually cleaning out the corners of every room. Could be the corners of your life, could be whatever you feel is like, how if a corner doesn't get cleaned for a long time, it builds up dirt or dust bunnies or gets cruddy in a corner. That could be happening somewhere in your life. Where are the corners of your life that need to be cleaned out? Or it could literally mean rooms and things like that. If you find that people in April or even going into May are trying to push your buttons intentionally, you're going to shut them down. You're not going to just sit back and let people roll over you. You're not going to allow it. And you may have somebody that kind of is trying to take advantage of you or take you for a ride, and you're going to catch on to that, and you're not going to allow it. So, be careful if you have to deal with any salesman of any kind trying to sell you, roofing, flooring, sprinkler systems, concrete for your driveway. I don't know what it is, or buying a home or something big you want to purchase. I feel like there's somebody that's giving you smoke and mirrors. They're kind of dragging you along for a ride. So have your psychic thinking cap on when dealing with anybody, especially if you have to make any kind of big purchase of any kind. So the card that came up here with your King of Rods is the Hermit. And the Hermit is the most spiritual card in the deck, really. This is your spirit guides lighting the way, showing you the path to go and guiding you. This could also, you could be the Hermit where you're taking a step back and getting a lay of the land before you proceed forward in some kind of situation. So you have the King of Rods and the Hermit for mid-April. By the way, the King of Rods, the other signs that got it is Sagittarius also got King of Rods as well. Some of you may find yourself really poring over books, the internet, information. You may be trying to find out every little bit of detail that you can about something that you really feel is important to look into, or a person. So you could be looking into something or someone. Some of you that are in a competitive kind of business, you may also be doing some sizing up the competition in mid-April going into May. You know, I'm hearing, this is a strange comment, your value on your infrastructure is changing. It's a weird way to put it, but that's what my guide said. So what I feel like they mean by that is whatever you held a lot of value and importance to before and going along in time for a while, that's maybe been like the infrastructure of your belief system, or, you know, what you weighed in level of importance in your life, that's shifting and changing now. You may have already felt that happening, but it's definitely coming up here in mid-April. You may find out somebody that has been annoying to you or bugging you recently. You may come to find out that they're not well. They may have been hiding that from you, or somebody you felt was acting strangely, out of character, or been annoying to you. They may have some kind of underlying health problem or some life problem that you didn't know about. So I feel that that's going to come into your awareness. If you don't find that out in April, I feel you'll be finding it out very soon in the next month of May. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Taurus. And the first card you have, Taurus, is the Five of Rods. And this is a card that symbolizes an internal struggle going on in you, or it could be a struggle with coworkers, family members, or some other people, groups, clubs, organizations, or people you have to deal with. You may feel like in the middle of April, going into May, like you're butting heads with everybody. And this could be at your job, but it could be in various ways. Like, could be at your job, could be in your social circles, could be family, you know. But feeling like you're butting heads with everybody comes up here for some of you Tauruses. I see people like saying bad things, getting into fights, getting into arguments. You may even have people saying bad things to you or about you, or you could be just hearing people say bad things around you. Nobody's cooperating. People want to justify their actions. They want to do things this way. This one wants to do things that way. You may feel in a situation, could be happening strongly in your family, but it could be also anywhere else, where somebody's behaving really pig-headedly, like very pig-headed behavior, stubborn, not willing to bend. I see you shedding tears, so I feel that this is really going to upset you, some of what's going on here. And it's really important for you not to listen to the gossip, because hearing what people are saying or the gossip could actually really take you down a bad road, could destroy you in some way emotionally. So really not good to listen to gossip or listen to any negative talk or things that people are saying about you or around you in April going into May. You may have a family member or somebody else in your life acting like you owe them something. Maybe they feel like you owe them money. Maybe they feel like you owe them favors. Maybe they feel like you owe them, like you need to do something for them. I don't know, but you know, people, you may have somebody that's acting like you owe them something. That could even be a company, group, or organization that could be acting like that, but it could be an individual or a couple. So the card you have next is actually very interesting to come up with it. You have Six of Rods, and this is victory after a battle. So this could be the battle, and this could be the being victorious after the battle. The other sign that got Six of Rods is Pisces. Ultimately, you do win. Things will come out into the wash. Things come out in the wash, and eventually you win. But I don't feel you win instantly. It may take a couple weeks for you to win. You may start assembling certain criteria that people have to follow. This could be in a workplace situation, it could be in a club, group, or organization, or it could be in your home. So you may be making up a list of like, here's the way it's going to go down, here's the method, here's the methods, here's the order in which they need to be done, like creating lists and things like that, and an organization. You may be doing some protecting of someone that's been hurt. You may feel like you're not riding over this kid or this person. I'm going to take you to court. You may even say that to someone. If somebody's like, you know, maybe you're a teacher, or maybe you're a parent, or maybe you're a supervisor over somebody at work and there's bullying going on or harassment going on, and you may end up being the champion for that person and threaten the one doing the harassment or bullying or whatever it is that they're doing, and you may say, I'm going to take you to court over what you're doing. Some of you may do that. Some of you are going to receive notice of an employment of a job opening up for you. So if you want to get out of a job and you've been trying to get out of it and you've been sending out resumes or waiting, I feel between now and the end of May, you're going to hear that you get this job. You're going to have success handed to you on a silver platter in some way, Taurus, and you're really going to shine. So if it's not a new job, this could even be at a job you're in or at a business you own. So you have to see, you had a real weird dichotomy of cards here, the struggling card and the victory card. So I hope these messages made sense to you, and I hope they were of help. Don't forget, you have to wait and see till the end of May to see if the predictions come out. This is a prediction, unless it already happened to you, because sometimes, you know, timing is different for everyone. So these situations could have already happened to you, maybe even in March or February. But so now on to the sign of Gemini. And the first card you have, Gemini, is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is the karmic wheels of fate turning in your favor. Planets in the heavens, spirit guides around you conspiring to give you karmic good fortune. It could also indicate the ups and downs of karma. This could be a karmic cycle ending and a new karmic cycle beginning. The other sign that got Wheel of Fortune was Aquarius. You may start to feel like you need to get some help around your house or apartment or townhome or condo or wherever you live. And this could be like, maybe you're like, you know what? I got too much landscaping and gardening to do and it takes me forever. I'm going to hire landscapers and gardeners this year. Or, you know, I usually power wash my house myself, but this year I don't feel like going through all that. I'm going to hire somebody to do it. Or somebody to help you clean, or somebody to help you do office work or busy work of other kinds. So you may be hiring a personal assistant or a secretary or something of that nature. You're going to be quite high-spirited, especially at the end of the month and going into May, where you're going to feel like you want to party hardy and you want to let the good times roll. So things maybe are opening up in your area. Maybe you're going to be like, hey, I'm going to go out and hit the town, you know, something like that. I don't know, but I get wanting to celebrate and party it up comes up for some of you Geminis. Some of you may be going through some kind of evaluation process at a job that you have where they're sizing you up and looking you over for a position of power. So you may be getting ready to get a promotion, a raise, like a higher position of some sort. You're going to be a little more strict and rigid with yourself. You're sort of being a little self-critical and thinking, I'm my own undoing. So in that regard, like if you need to diet or exercise or stick to some kind of program or plan, or, you know, not put your foot in your mouth about something, because you may feel like you cause your own self issues. So you're going to be like really kind of like militaristic about yourself, like more strict, more rigid, like, you know, nailing things down. So you got a little bit of, you know, you want to party it up and have a good time, let the good times roll. I see you being more footloose and fancy free, more fun. And then on the other hand, I see you being a taskmaster with yourself about something in particular. You've got the Page of Swords with it. This is very likely you. This is an air sign person, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, sun, moon, or rising sign. Could be a child to you. Pages can be children. They can also be messengers. This would be a messenger about truth, wisdom, or untruths even. Could be truth or untruths, wisdom, knowledge. You may be feeling like, you know, it's time for me to enter into a new arena. And this could be a new arena of a job or a career. Like maybe you're like, you know, I'm tired of doing this. My life needs to, you know, take a different path. You know, the days of, I think back to my dad and other people. Well, he didn't even stay at one company his whole life, but you know, those days gone by where people stick with one job, with one company, all the way to the end of their life. That just rarely happens anymore. And people even change careers, as you know, and you may be pondering that now. I feel like you're getting ready to tackle new problems with fresh eyes. So anything that you had work that was sitting around that was like perplexing you, or things to do with your financial situation or some other kind of work that you were like, I can't find the answers to this. I can't, you know, solve it, or something that's been perplexing you, maybe even about your own health or well-being or what's going on in the world. I don't know what it's about, but I see you feeling like you want to tackle those problems. You want to get down to the root of what, you know, you want to find answers. You want to get down to the root of what's going on. Some of you want to see someone at a distance. You may be thinking of traveling to go see them. This could be for quite a distance, like you may need to take a plane to get there. If you're not doing that where you're actually traveling there yet, you may be talking to them and making plans to do so in the near future. Some of you are getting something ready. You may be thinking about selling your home. So you may be getting your house ready for sale, or fixing something up that you want to sell. Maybe it's not a house. Could be something else, like a boat or something else, and you want to fix it all up and list it for sale. So I see some of you getting something ready for sale. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Cancer. And the first card you have, Cancer, is the Three of Rods. And this is waiting patiently for success to come in, letting go of something so success can come to you. You could be at the beginning of some kind of successful venture. You're starting to feel like things must change for you in your environment. It's kind of comes up to me like you're not really settled or satisfied anymore with the status quo. And it's like, it seems to me like you feel like a change of scenery would do you good, whether it's to move or get a new job or just even start doing different things that you haven't been doing. Some of you have a lot of irons in the fire, and you could be talking to people about getting new employment. You could be going on job interviews and whatnot. Keep in mind, you got to watch your rising sign and your sun sign. Don't forget. I see an opportunity beckoning to some of you Cancers, and I feel within 6 months' time, you'll be at a new job. Some of you, it's going to happen way sooner than 6 months. Some of you, it will take the 6 months. This is going to shift and change your energy. You're going to feel like a little more energized, a little more revved up and ready to go. It is going to be some kind of boost to your energy. It's going to be beneficial to you. And I see you pulling out all the stops. Like, you're going to want to look really good at this job. Maybe you're going to want to buy a new wardrobe, or you're going to want to get more fit and in shape, or go on a diet, or do an exercise program. But anything that makes you feel like you're looking at your best, something's motivating you here to do that. For some of you, it is interviewing, looking for a new job, starting a new job, or just wanting to upgrade your look. You know, seasons change, people get like that. Sometimes it could be because of, you know, the seasons changing, you want to do it. I do see you getting valuable information from somebody that you reach out and talk to and have some kind of conversation with. So that's interesting. Look what you've got with it. 10 of Cups, happily ever after. So your two cards are success and happily ever after. That could be a successful marriage, a successful love relationship. It could be happiness, just feeling like the happiness and abundance of joy. Some of you are going to get involved in a new program, or it could be a new job, but this came up as a program that's going to really help you channel joy. So maybe you're going to start seeing a counselor, a therapist, or joining some kind of group that's uplifting. It could even be a diet group, you know, joining something online or something, but it's joining something that, a program, they say, that brings you joy. I feel many of you Cancers will find, if you're not in a love relationship now, I feel that some of you will find new love in this year of 2021. Now, could it be in April? It could be. This is when the card's showing up. But remember, timing is different for all of you. So it could happen a little later than mid-April. I see you, because my guides are talking about you going out for coffee, meeting somebody, spending time with them. You may even find yourself in a situation where you're working in tandem or in a partnership with someone that goes extremely well. So this could even be indicating if you started a business, or at work, if you partnered up and teamed up with somebody, or if you had your own business and you brought somebody aboard to team up with you. It will go very well for you, because teaming up also comes up here, like in some kind of partnership. So for some of you, it's love. For some of you, it's not love. It could actually be some kind of lucrative venture. I feel the strongest time frame of this actually is May through until the end of August for this to show up. But May, June, July comes up the strongest, but May through August. And for some of you, it could actually occur as soon as this month of April. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Leo. And the first card you have, Leo, is the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords is an air sign person. This is either an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun, moon, or rising sign. Could be you if you have a rising sign or a moon sign. That's an air sign. You may be feeling like some things or situations have gotten stuck with you and the Knight of Swords. They may be challenging you. They may be actually challenging you to do more and to be a bigger, better person, or challenging you in some other way. But you may feel like their energy is like too oppressive or dictatorial to you. I feel like you may be experiencing some clashes of wills. Clashes of wills comes up here with you and the Knight of Swords. It's like they're very dogmatic. They're very persistent in their opinions, or their beliefs, their opinions, or what they're trying to get you to do, or if they're trying to get you to see their side of things. They may be accusing you or putting the screws to you and telling you, Leo, you're not opening up or you're not telling the full story. They may be saying that kind of thing to you. So you may be finding this Knight of Swords person very challenging in April or May. And, you know, I get the energy like they're quite the authoritarian. So whether they technically really have the authority or they don't, they're acting like they're the authoritarian. So they could be a boss. They could be a spouse. They could be of some head of some kind of business or corporation that you have to deal with. They may not agree with your perspectives and they may feel like Leo is not of their right mind and they want to change your mind. I feel like they want to try to change what you're doing, your perspective or your mind about something. But this is very interesting. The card you have next is the Eight of Cups. That's turning away from what's not working for you anymore, emotionally speaking, and headed off in a new direction with the stick of power and control in your hand and on a new journey. But you're in control. But even though the journey's unknown, you're willing to take it. So here you have the Knight of Swords with the Eight of Cups. You're done with dealing with this Knight of Swords. If you're married to them or in a serious relationship, you may separate from them. You may just take a break from them. You could leave them literally. I mean, it shows up here. Or not deal with them anymore. If they're not your spouse, you may just be like, I'm done with dealing with you. I hear my guides are saying Leos can't put their time and effort and energy into this, whatever's going on with you and the Knight of Swords anymore. You can't put your time and energy into it anymore. It's like going round and round the mulberry bush and you don't get anywhere. So like you guys may argue about the same things over and over again. Your perspective doesn't change. Their perspective doesn't change. You don't see things the way they see them. They want you to see things the way they see them and you just don't. You're going to feel more free when you walk away from whomever this Knight of Swords is. I feel like you did put up a good fight or you did give it your best effort. I don't feel like you didn't try. I feel like you really did try, but it's too much. And Leo, I feel like in many ways your world or your life is changing. And because of this change that's happening, it's like you can't put up with this same old thing anymore, whatever was associated to or connected to the Knight of Swords. You can't keep spinning around and because your life is changing now. You may feel like you've gotten brought down by the Knight of Swords, like beaten down, dragged you down. So they may have been really detrimental to your energy. They may have said negative things to you or about your beliefs or what you're doing, or they're just a negative person in general. And whatever they've been saying or doing or your connection with them has brought you down energetically. So this is why you're turning away. So hopefully this makes sense to you. If it does not, as I always say, please watch both your rising and your sun sign. They're both going to be equally as important to you. So I hope those messages made sense to you. Now on to the sign of Virgo. Virgo, the first card you have is Six of Cups, and Six of Cups is two people that have known each other in a previous incarnation that are meeting together again in this lifetime, maybe to solve karma. This could also be fond childhood memories or children. Sometimes it can mean that. Some of you Virgos have feelings for somebody that are growing and deepening. This could be somebody you're already intertwined with, romantically speaking, or it could be somebody that you are friends and now it's going to go to the next level. If you've been with your partner and there have been trust issues that have come up, I feel that those trust issues are getting healed. So there's a healing occurring here, and this could have already been happening, but it's showing up as it could be a healing right now. You know, you could have people that are disputing what you're doing and not liking that you and somebody else are together. But if that case applies to you, you're going to be ignoring that, and you're actually getting closer to somebody. So if your friends don't like somebody you're dating, if your family doesn't like them, or somebody you're married to, or, you know, whatever, you're not going to be listening to them. You're actually going to be getting closer. You may even have found out some interesting things in your life about family lineage that's surprising to you in April. It may have come up. Something surprising to you that you found out about something in your family lineage. Some of you may actually meet someone. So if you were adopted and you were searching for your adoptive parents, they may show up. Or, you know, or you and siblings got separated when you were young, you may meet your siblings. I mean, that's another, like, reconnecting with people from your past that you didn't know of also comes up here. I feel also that romantic opportunities grow and abound for you now in April and going into May of 2021. So the card you have with it is the Hierophant, and this card symbolizes a high priest or pope or God giving you a blessing or a warning. It could also be indicating higher education or higher learning. You could be the teacher, you could be the student. It could also indicate religion or spirituality. So you have the Hierophant is with the Six of Cups card for you. It's like the universe is saying to you, Virgo, I want you to know everything. So if that applies to you about finding out about family lineage or your true parents or whatever, the universe wanted you to find out now. This is going to help you become a lot more clear about your life or your life's direction for some reason. If you are a Virgo that is thinking of having clandestine affairs, an affair with someone, or affairs of a business kind, clandestine business affairs or clandestine love affairs, there's a warning here for you. You're going to get found out, or somebody's going to see you and then spill the beans. So, wow, Virgo's had to, like, where'd you come from, Virgo? You're having like the dramatic, you're having the dramatic mid-month update here. You have to be very, very, very careful with your words. How you phrase things, what you say and to whom, and how you phrase them. So be very careful of all that in the month of April, going into and throughout May. If you have a new romance coming in for you, it is blessed. It is blessed. And, you know, the Hierophant wants you to be clear about stating your truth and your mind. So even though it came up as a warning to watch your words, if you're dealing with somebody, especially in a romantic situation, whether you already know them or not, you really need to be 100% honest and clear so that person knows your thoughts, your feelings, and intentions. Make sure you're clear about your intentions and verbalize them in April. But you still, man, your reading was tricky because you do have to watch your words also. So I would re-listen to the Hierophant again. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Libra. To get more psychic messages and predictions from my spirit guides, please check the description box below this video for the links for my most recent videos for Vimeo. I look into very specific topics using a variety of divination tools to bring you more accurate predictions for your astrological signs. These links and descriptions are also available on the videos page of my website, www.thelluckymermaid.com. Thank you. And the first card you have here, Libra, is the Moon. And the Moon is secrecy and deception in romance. It can be secrecy by itself. It can mean romance by itself. It could also mean something is an illusion around you. It could also be your own psychic ability and your own intuition is increasing. Some of you have a lot of uncertainty about what's going on, and for some of you, this could be happening in your family situation. You may be unclear about what some people around you want because you may feel that you're dealing with possibly some deception. Some of you are having bouts of forgetfulness, and you're also putting things off because you don't want to confront them or deal with it. You may be starting to understand people around you and their behaviors better than you had before. And I see you looking at somebody in your life that you feel is behaving either immature or childish or both. You may be going around in circles a lot lately. You may be feeling like you're seeking clarity and you're not really finding the clarity that you seek. Like, it's weird. It's almost like you're trying to get some kind of grip on reality about which reality are you going to, what's the reality you want to focus on? But the problem is reality keeps shifting and changing. And this could be out in the world, or it could be in your own life. You may be also putting off dealing with a romantic situation that is either confusing you or causing you pain in some regard. And you may have felt like you have to stand up, stand strong, and act like nothing is bothering you. You may feel like you have to, look that way, behave that way. But internally, it feels like you're in a bit of a struggle. Now, the next card you have that came up with it is the Eight of Swords. And the Eight of Swords is being trapped in an emotional prison or trapped and bound in a situation that you're not really sure how to get out of, or you can't see how to get out of it, but you could actually get out of it easily. You just think you can't. You could feel imprisoned in some way. So those are your two cards together. In some way, Libra, you may feel in mid-month of April going into May like you're being victimized or you're being punished in some way. And you may even feel like you're in some kind of funk, like you're trapped in some kind of moodiness or depression or some kind of feelings that you don't like, and you don't know how to, shake it, shake the blues, shake the depression, or how to get out of it. Some of you may be going over in your mind strategies in your mind about how to divide and conquer a situation. I feel like some problems or situations have cropped up around you. But I feel for many of you Libras, you're not really ready to move on or get out of this situation or that's binding you. You're not really ready to get out of it yet. Some of you are trying not to listen to news or things going on out in the world or gossip that other people are making, or you're trying to really pay attention to your own higher self and to listen to your own spiritual guidance and listen to your own mind and not be influenced by extraneous things that you're hearing out in the world or in your personal life, either way or both. You may even be keeping your communications limited and keeping a lot of things to yourself right now. I pick up the energy of worry and uncertainty, and this even spills over from the moon. I feel like when you fully get released from this Eight of Swords you're going to feel more out of that bound and trapped feeling in June. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to, and please watch your rising sign and your sun sign. If this isn't resonating with you, remember their predictions. You have to wait until the end of May to really see if these have played out for you, and always good to watch your rising sign. So now on to the sign of Scorpio. And the first card you have, Scorpio, is the Eight of Rods. And the Eight of Rods is news coming to you swiftly, swift or sudden change, long distance travel, could also be the arrows of love. Some of you are going to have communication with somebody that you may be texting or messaging online or emailing, and that you're going to meet up with them. This could be somebody from a dating site or social media or some other way, and you could be getting ready to meet up. If it's not love, it could be a meetup to do with work, business, a sideline endeavor, or something like that. And you could be surprised about some information that you're getting. You could be getting pictures. They could be racy pictures too. You know, woohoo, like, yee. What kind of pictures are they sending you, Scorpio? Or are you sending those out? I don't know. Some of you may be doing that, but I do get you receiving pictures and other information. You could get communications from somebody coming at a distance. You could be getting ready to, you could be talking to them about making some kind of plans to go see them. So travel could even be involved for some of you. Some of you could be getting some notification or information that could be helpful to you, that where you could step up your game and make more money. So there could be an opportunity coming to you here that you get through emails and information that way, text messages, emails, that will somehow bring some kind of opportunity where you can step up your game and make more money. If this is the first time you get together with somebody, whether it's for dating or business or whatever it is, you are going to want to continue to converse with them or see them again. Now, the card you have with it is Four of Rods. So you have Eight of Rods and Four of Rods. And Four of Rods is marriage. You could be attending a wedding, throwing a wedding for somebody else. This could be some kind of gathering or celebration that you're going to. This could also mean success in springtime. You could be getting married. Did I already say that? I like it better when the cards look this way, like it's coming at it. There you go. Eight of Rods and Four of Rods. Whatever endeavors you start right now, there's going to be success all around it. If you start some kind of love relationship, you could be a June groom or bride. For some of you, I know that sounds a little weird because it's soon, but maybe it's not June of 2021. Maybe it's another June. There's like a lot of good feelings here and a camaraderie of spirit and happiness in this card. Some of you are going to be doing some kind of changes or maybe to the foundations of where you live, of your home. So you may be putting in a pool or putting up a fence or putting up a wall or repaving your driveway, putting up a new walkway, planting new hedges, or building a shed, or changing your garage, or upgrading your home. So some of you, this is going to involve home or property renovations. Some of you are getting ready to throw a party for somebody that you love. It could be you're going to throw a wedding for one of your kids. It could be you're throwing a wedding for yourself with your significant other. It could also be some other kind of party, a graduation party, a baptism, a christening, a big birthday party, a retirement party, something. But I feel some of you will be having some kind of gathering, some kind of party. That may be why some of you are going to be doing stuff to your property or upgrading surrounding your home. Some of you, opportunity abounds, and you could even start taking some new kind of classes or courses of study that could actually maybe not start right in April. That may start in June for some of you. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. If they did not, you have to wait till the end of May to see if they played out for you. Or even a year from now, because some things I said a year from now are happening now, and some things I'm saying now are going to take a year to happen. That's the way psychic readings can work, because timing will be different for all of you. But please watch both your rising sign and your sun sign and your moon sign even, if you know those, because your rising sign and your sun sign are going to tell you what you really need to know. So now I'm moving on to the sign of Sagittarius. Hey Sagittarius, the first card you got, could be you, is King of Rods. This is a fire sign person, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. Now the other sign that got King of Rods was Aries, your sister sign. So you both got King of Rods. Some of you are feeling like there's something you got to get going in your life, something you want to get like jump started. For some of you, it could be your career. For some of you, it could be your living situation. For some of you, it could be a romantic partner, a romantic relationship. You may feel like, I'm doing things and I'm doing things and I'm doing things, but I don't want to do them anymore. So you may be tired of a job you have. You may be tired of a living situation you have. This is like, I hear the collective consciousness of Sagittarius going, this is where I get off this merry-go-round. You may feel like something you're doing is becoming too drab, too tiresome, or too boring, or all of the above. You're definitely courageous. You're not afraid to take risks and chances. And you're going to notice, and you may have already been noticing it, but your intuition and your psychic ability is greatly increasing. You may also be doing some kind of changes and to your money. You may be investing it in new ways, in new things. You could be doing budgets, trying to figure out things with your money in a different manner than what you were doing. Some of you are going to be really aware of time. You may feel like there's some reason that like you hear the clock of time ticking in your life. Maybe you feel like you want to hurry up and get something going, or you're running out of time in a situation, or you feel like you've been in a job too long. Like running out of time, that kind of feeling comes up here. Now the card you have with it is Two of Swords. And this could mean a block, a stop, or a stalemate. It could be being protective of your emotions, so you could be protecting yourself. You could be having to decide something that may seem like confusing to you at this time. So these are your two cards together. King of Rods with Two of Swords. I feel like you're not going to totally change anything just yet. I feel like you have to get more things, like you have to do more investigation, get more things set in place of where you want to go, what you want to do. I feel like you know you want change and there's certain things you want, but you don't have it all figured out or mapped out yet. You don't have the full clarity that you need yet. You know, sometimes you try to study and analyze things a little bit too much, and you get inside your head too much, and this can stop you and block you and hang you up. So sometimes you stop and block yourself, even though you may not think that you're doing it. But so sometimes your mental gymnastics are getting in your own way. Sometimes. You may not really also trust how people have treated you in the past. You may have felt hurt or taken advantage of. So you may not be as open or as trusting because of those things happening to you in the past. So your heart may be, you may be a little guarded and closed off with your emotions. And if you're afraid, like you don't know enough about something, or like if you, taking refresher courses comes up here. So if you have to take any tests or any exams, or if you want to feel like you want to step up your game at work, or in a career you want to pursue, or a career that you're in, taking like, they're calling them refresher classes, but they could even be just regular classes. They don't have to be something you already know how to do. But it does come up here as refresher classes or classes to step up your game. It feels to me more like the eruption of change happens in your life between the months of June, July, and August, more so than it does in April or May. I feel like you're doing the mental gymnastics in April and May and analyzing everything. It's like you know what you want to do in certain ways, but you don't have it all mapped out or figured out. But be careful you don't get lost in your head too much and block or stop your progress. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Capricorn. And the first card you have, Capricorn, is the Judgment card. So this is, what do we think about a situation? What do we feel about it? What's the word? What's the proclamation? How are things going to go down? And how does it affect everyone involved? In some ways, Capricorn, I feel that there's some things in your life you wish you could erase the past and start over. It's like you have all this unbridled passion and your skills, and you need to bring these to the forefront. You may feel like you put some time and energy into a relationship, or like a love relationship, or a job, or a career, where you now may feel like you wasted time. You could have that feeling. Some of you may feel like you're really driven by success right now, and you may feel like, I'm not going to be really happy until I make it big. Or there could be some goal that you really want to shoot for, and you're like, I'm not going to be totally satisfied until I get that goal. Some of you, there's some kind of secrets that are being kept by family members around you that you need to know about. And if you're unaware of that, they will be made known to you in time. You may also feel that there's something that's kind of hampering you or holding you back because you can't be at two places at once. So you may be worried about like your home and your work, or a family member and your own family life. And you may feel like it's constraining to you, or concerned or worrying because you can't be at two places at once. Some of you Capricorns, your family life is changing and somebody new is coming into your family, and there's a marriage that's going to happen. For some of you, it could be you getting married. For some of you, it could be somebody you're very close to, but in your family, and they're getting married, like a sibling or one of your kids. But this is still changing your family, whether you're the one getting married or they are. So somebody new coming in through marriage to your family is changing family situations for some of you Capricorns. Now, the card that you have with it is Page of Rods, and this is a fire sign person. This is an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising sign. This could also be you, Capricorn, if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that is a fire sign. Or if you're born on the Sagittarius Capricorn cusp. So here are your two cards together, Page of Rods and Judgment. You may have a feeling of ambivalence about somebody that's a fire sign that you're dealing with. You may be like, I'm not really sure how I feel about them. Or you're kind of like ambivalent about them in some way. And there's somebody here relinquishing controls due to fears. Either they're doing it, either they're relinquishing control in some area and you're dealing with them, or you are relinquishing control and they have to deal with that. You could have some mixed feelings about this fire sign person. They may be double talking you. They could be gaslighting you. They could be stealing from you. So this could be somebody that you are not 100% on board with right now. They may look at you like you're a control freak. They may look at you like you're into their business too much. Or you could be feeling that way about them, because this could go either way. And there could be a power struggle here. This Page of Rods may want to be in more control, or may want to be the boss, or may want to be the head of the situation. So this could be a sibling. This could be somebody else you're dealing with in life, like a family member or a love partner. It'll be different for all of you, but this is somebody that has strong fire. They're either a fire sign, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. And they may be kind of like ready to challenge you. You may be ready to challenge them. They may be challenging to deal with all the way around. So you have to see how it plays out over the next few months. This may be something that you're going to be dealing with them for a while. It could be an ongoing struggle. It could have been going on already, and this could keep going on. I don't see it ending right here. It's not ending. Your dealings with them are not ending in April of 2021. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Please watch your rising sign if that didn't make sense to you and this is your sun sign, or vice versa. Watch your sun sign if this is your rising sign. So now on to the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius. You got Wheel of Fortune, Aquarius. The other sign that got that is Gemini. So your sister sign also got Wheel of Fortune. This is the karmic wheels of fate turning in your favor. Planets in the heavens, spirit guides around you, conspiring to give you karmic good fortune. It could also mean the ups and downs of karma. You may feel like you're on a loop of like crazy town. And this could be in your own head, or it could be like things in the world, or things in your own life going on around you. You may be a little confused about some decisions you have to make, and you could be going round and round in your mind about these decisions in April and in May. You may feel very pressured about things you have to do and things you need to take care of. You may be very particular right now, where you want everything just so, or you want things to be real concise, precise, and orderly. And I see you like weighing your options all over the place. Well, what if I do this and this happens? And what if I do that and that happens? Like you're doing a lot of what if, what if, what if, what if, what if. And you're not really sure how you feel about things anymore. One day you feel this way about it, the next day you feel a different way. So your moods and your opinions right now, Aquarius, are really changeable from day to day. You feel this way this day, you feel that way the next. Like a lot of inconsistencies in how you feel about certain things going on. It's like you want to make concrete decisions, but right now it's incredibly difficult, and that doesn't seem to be sticking or holding up for you. Yeah, and the only way you're going to see through this about, trying to decide what's right to do, what's not right to do, the only way you're going to really be able to answer it is by listening to your own spiritual guidance from your spirit guide, your higher self, whatever you want to say. It's really the only way you're going to be able to decide. Because if you keep trying to make decisions based on your feelings and what you think, there's too much change here. Change. So you're going to have to go with your gut, your intuition, and what your spirit guides or your higher self is telling you. Now, the card you have with it, which is very funny that came up because look, you got the High Priestess. This could be you being the psychic. This could also be something that's being kept secret or hidden from you by someone else, or you could be the one keeping something hidden or secret. This could also mean a high spirit guide is coming in here today to give you messages. And here are your two cards together, Wheel of Fortune and the High Priestess. It's like everything boils down at this point, that everything of importance really boils down to you and what you want. And it's like you want to have certain assurances, but there really isn't any. So this is, again, why you have to go with spiritual guidance, your gut instincts. And it's like you're saying to yourself, if I want things in my life, whatever they happen to be, to change in some ways, in most ways, the only way things are going to change is you have to do it. It's changes you have to make. If you're going to sit around and wait for change to come, will change come to you? Yes. Will it happen in the time frame that you want? Who knows? Change could take forever. So in some regards, you have to be the change that you seek because you want things to change for you. Anything that you need to have more information about, this is the time for you to really investigate, do research, and study up and learn about things that you're trying to figure out. Like, you've got to do your research now. Don't underestimate your God-given power that's been given to you. And remember, you're not here to placate anybody else or to please anybody else. I mean, that's noble things to do, but really, at the end of the day, you're the only one that can. You have to live with your life and your own choices and your own decisions. Nobody else can do that for you. You have to have more faith in the process and trust what's being shown to you. So I seriously recommend, if you're on the fence about anything going round and round in your mind, you really need to pay attention to signs, symbols, and synchronicities between now and the end of May. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Pisces. And the first card you have, Pisces, is Six of Rods. And this is victory after a battle, or being victorious in some way. And the other sign that got this card was Taurus. You're starting to get things back on track. You're starting to get on board with certain things. If you did any kind of creation of something that is like a business, a website, or some kind of new project or something, it's really going to take off for you. It's going to do well. And there's going to be an intensity about you now that you're going to know, people are going to notice and comment on you about it, Pisces. Don't be surprised if people are like, whoa, what'd you do, Pisces? Did you change your hair? Did you change your clothes? Or your energy seems so different. Like, people will be noticing you because you're going to be emitting this extremely strong energy. Your aura is emanating this high level frequency, and people are going to notice you. Even if they're not talking to you, people are going to stop and look at you. They may not know why, but there's something about you, Pisces, in April going into May. Your stick-to-itiveness or desire to learn something new or get something going and to move something forward is really kicking up in you. So I feel like your will, your drive, your desire to like move down this path, get something going. It could be a new job. It could be a new career. It could be a new website. It could be a new love relationship. I don't know what it is, but you've got this will, this desire, this drive. You're being driven. Maybe it's some skill that you learned how to do and you're like, I'm going to learn how to do, play the violin, and I'm going to do it, or I'm going to learn how to play the guitar, or I'm going to learn how to surf, or I'm going to learn how to be a gourmet chef. Whatever it is, I mean, anything. You're going to have this drive, this desire, this will is kicking up in you, and you're going to be successful at it because this is the card of victory. I feel like this victorious time period for you really starts now in April, and it could really crop up at any time, or it could be periodically throughout now until the end of August of 2021. You may even have good networking opportunities. So if you know any friends or have any friends or associates that are like, hey, come along to this event or to that event or to something, you may meet some people that either become great friends for you, and that's networking of a social nature, or networking of a business opportunity nature, because networking will be successful for you. The next card you have with it is the Knight of Rods, and the Knight of Rods is a fire sign person, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. This could be you, Pisces, if you have a rising sign or a moon sign that is a fire sign, or if you're on the Aries and Pisces cusp. So these are your two cards for the mid-month of April 2021. You may be really chatting up somebody that's you're close with, or a good friend to you, or a relative that is a fire sign person, and you may actually be going places with them in April and moving forward in May or June. And this could be somebody that's really going to be getting involved in what you're doing. So they could be somebody that's wants to pursue the same goals and dreams that you have, that you want to learn, or skill you want to develop, or in a business that you want to get involved in, or a company, or some creative endeavor, or it could be a family member. They may be helping you to change things in your life, because I feel like they do care about your insights and care about you, and they want you to see the brighter side of life and the brighter side of situations. They're not very combative, actually. They may have a bit of a materialistic side. They are concerned about financial development and growth. They could also be very integral in helping you heal from something that's been difficult for you. And this could be emotionally speaking, or just health-wise even. So this could be somebody trying to help you heal in some way. And they have troubles themselves. They have burdens to bear, and they're trying to heal some things that have been going on in them. So maybe that's why they want to connect with you or be helpful to you, because you have some healing to do, they have some healing to do. But the Knight of Rods is also very interested and could be linked up to the same things you're interested in. So they could be a good connection for you. They could be one of the people that is either helping you network, or they could be somebody you meet when you're networking, because they have some similarities or some connections to do with the things you like to do, your drives and desires and goals, and also to do with, you have a simpatico camaraderie of spirit due to they have healing to do, and there's some things in you that need to be healed. So it's an interesting combination. You'll have to see how it plays out. I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get more videos that I record for my Vimeo on-demand pages, where I channel messages from my spirit guides for a variety of very specific topics using different divination tools, you can access these videos. The most recent links I post down below in the description box in the Show More section below each video. But you can also find them on my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page, and go read all the video series I've recorded there, what divination tools I've used, how long the predictions are for. And you just click on the sign you want, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. Now, some of the most recent video series links I have posted below. My most recent one is Career and Finance, Psychic Tarot, and Crystal Readings for the next 12 to 18 months. This is a highly requested video series. I get a lot of requests for it every year. So that link is down below. The first half of the video is about your career, and the second half of the video is about your finances. The next most recent video series I've recorded is my What's Lucky and New for You in 2021. Those video series have been very popular. People have seemed to like those predictions and messages a lot. If you haven't checked that out, you might want to take a look at that. Another video series link that's below that's fairly recent is my Saturn in Aquarius Psychic Tarot and Crystal Readings for each sign of the zodiac for the next 3 years. It covers 3 years of time from December 2020 through March of 2023. The other video series that are also posted below, if you haven't checked them out yet, is my Psychic Tarot readings for the new year of 2021 for each sign of the zodiac. My Big Love Psychic Tarot readings for both singles and couples for the year of 2021. And my New Moon Total Solar Eclipse in Sagittarius on December 14th, 2020. Those predictions are still in play. They're until, I think until the end of June. So you might want to check that out if you have not. If you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here, you can follow me on The Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, and at The Psychic Pastry Chef LLC also on Facebook, and The Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. I use a variety of divination tools, and usually those predictions are written. Once in a while I put a video on, but usually I put it in writing, and it's not sign specific. So if you're driven to go look at it, I believe that you'll find there'll be a message or 2 or 3 there for you. Many people find they resonate with them, and you may find it resonates with you as well. And I would love to see you over on my social media pages. If you would like to help support the readings I do here and make a donation to my channel, there's a donation link down below all the video series links I have, and it is connected to PayPal. I want to give a big thank you to all of you who have been very kind and generous and donated to my channel. I do truly appreciate it. It does help a lot. So thank you so much for that. So I hope you have absolutely awesome energy that comes to you the rest of this month of April 2021. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.